So here we go then, quick wins for easy cash. Now, I imagine that unless you've been living under a rock, you have been bombarded by the gurus telling you you should raise your prices, you should sell high-end stuff, and that you should, you know, do all these complex things like run webinars, put together complex funnels and all the rest of it. And in fact, that's what I teach as well. If you want to sell high ticket, you probably do need to, you know, have an amazing webinar put together, and you need to put that inside of a funnel that's going to help you sell that high ticket item. But you know what? Business isn't just simply about high ticket all the time. Sometimes a little, you know, boost of extra cash comes in handy, whether that's just for some summer spending or whether you want to fund an ad campaign so that you can then run your webinar to sell a high ticket item. Or simply you might have a following where, let's face it, and this should always be the case, especially if it follows the 80-20 rule, that not everybody's going to be able to afford your high ticket offering. So why not put something together for those who are unable to do so? It's going to give you a bit extra, and it's not taking away from your value. I'm not telling you to sell, you know, your high ticket stuff at low ticket prices. What I'm saying is put something together that's going to give you and potential clients a quick and easy win to get some easy cash. Make sense? Okay. Just type a yes in for me if you can still hear me and if that all makes sense, and then we'll get into it. Alrighty, cool, fantastic. Thank you, Rachel. So now normally, like I said, if you're going to be wanting to earn really good money inside of your business, you want to be selling high ticket, and you do want to be using webinars to do it. All the gurus, all the experts say that webinars are the best way of selling high ticket stuff. But what I'm going to do is say, let's just look at one part of this and look at how you can make some easy profit. And something that will lay the foundation for you selling your high ticket, you know, prices later on. So first of all, think about, you know, what are your talents, what is your knowledge, and what are the services that you can offer, and what are they worth? And can you just take an element of your overall thing? Now, no doubt, you know, what you could do, and if you were looking at what you offer in its entirety, yeah, you're probably going to be looking at lots of money. But what can you do that's going to give somebody a really quick and easy win? Okay, just think about everything that you do and what can you offer. And think about what's stopping you from monetizing those services right now. Another reason I wanted to do this is so many really great people that I know who are in my circles and that I talk to on a regular basis. They are amazing, okay? You've got such gifts and talents, but you're not moving forward, or some of the people that I talk to are not moving forward, and they're not monetizing those talents because it's like, oh my God, I've got to do all of these things first. So first of all, what I want to do is bust some myths, okay? Big myth number one is you need a super professional looking website that lays out all your credentials, yeah, even before you begin. I can't tell you how many clients that I've spoken to and got on board, and they're like, oh no, I can't do a webinar until I've got my website. I want to look professional. I want people to know what I'm all about, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's a huge myth. You do not need that at all, okay? It is false. You don't even need a page, let alone a website. And you might think, yeah, but if I'm going to be working on the internet, surely I need that. Not necessary to start monetizing your, you know, your services right now. Okay. Big myth number two, you need to have already created your product to sell online. So you think, oh my God, I need to record all the videos, I need to do the workbooks, I need to set up a membership site, and I need to put all the content in there. Then I got to put together the sales pages and the thank you pages and the funnel and all the rest of it, okay? False. You don't need all of that. Yes, you know, eventually it's going to be nice, but you do not need all of that, especially to make some quick wins for both you and your clients. Okay, big myth number three. And you might think this is a bit silly coming from me. You need to have created a webinar. No, you don't. And yeah, me being the webinar queen and the person who sells how to make money from webinars, yes, you know, you need it if you want to sell high ticket, but you don't need a webinar to start with. You don't need a webinar to start bringing money in. You don't need a webinar to start making sales. You don't need to master complex webinar platforms. You know, you don't have to do the entire all singing, all dancing presentation for, you know, a quick win, okay? And you don't need all the registration pages to follow up and yada, yada, yada. And I know that's going to sound odd coming from me. It's false, okay? You don't need it. And I'm going to show you how and why to do it without a webinar very shortly. Okay, big myth number 4, you need to have a big list. You need to have your autoresponder already in place. You need to have your free lead magnet and all your follow-up sequences. Guess what? False. You don't need all of that. Okay, yes, you need a way of getting in front of people, but what with social media these days, you know, it's never ever been easier to get in front of your target audience. So, and the great thing is that what I'm going to teach you can actually help you do that. But even if you've got no clue how to set up and master an autoresponder and link it with everything, okay, you don't need to. You really do not need to. Yes, you do need all of these eventually. Yes, if you want to have a really successful online business, if you want to sell high ticket items, you need to have all of those things in place. But you do not need them all in place, okay, to start earning money and, you know, bringing in some quick cash and starting to build a reputation and a following, okay? So you don't need them before you can start to earn some money. And that's the good news. I'm going to show you how to start earning money without doing all of those things. So just think for a minute, okay, what are your talents and knowledges and all your services worth? Okay, think big picture, but then think, okay, how can I maybe section off some of that? What can I do to give somebody a quick win? And we're going to talk about this a little bit more in a moment. Start thinking about what are your numbers. Okay, so yeah, what is a low-end sale for you? And that's the quick win that we're looking at. What are your mid-range sales? And what would it be worth to you if out of that lot you can get 1 or 2 VIP clients? Okay, so what I'd like you to do right now is just write that down and think about it. And also think about how much money would you like as a quick win yourself? Okay, if I said to you, within the next 2 weeks, you could put something together, or certainly by the end of July, okay, you could run something that's going to give you a cash injection, what would that look like? You know, $300, $1,000? Okay, how useful would that be to you right now? And what would you have to sell to get it? Okay, I'm not talking, you know, one sale. You could have, I don't know, $97, sell 10 of those, that's, you know, it's giving you $1,000. Okay, so just think about, you know, what your numbers might be. Okay, and then think about what would your target audience be willing to pay you for a quick win. Everything is relative rather. Okay, so you think, all right, the whole caboodle of what you do might be worth several £1,000s or dollars, but what about the first step? So let's say, I don't know, let's say you're a health coach and somebody wants to lose, I don't know, £50, which is, you know, tall order, and losing all of that is not going to be a big win. But what if you could put something together for them to lose the first £7, which is going to give them the quick win they need and the momentum then to carry on. Okay, so just think about what would your target audience be willing to pay you for that quick win. And also think about, okay, where do they currently spend their money? I mean, think about yourselves. Where do you currently spend your money? I know that for me, most of my money goes on salsa dancing, or the last few months it's been all about traveling. So I've spent a fortune on traveling, on flights, on Airbnb, this, that, and the other. But think about, where do most people spend their money? Because lots of people say, oh, I can't afford this, that, or the other. But if you think about, say, for example, I don't know, a manicure and a pedicure, or if you were to have a complete hairdo, with all the highlights and all the rest of it, you're talking a lot of money here. And people have that done often every 6 weeks, What about sports activities? Even, if you were looking at a cup of coffee that you buy from a coffee shop every day, say two coffees every day, that's going to mount up. Okay, so what do you think your audience might be willing to trade to get their hands on a quick win from you? Okay, because this is kind of what we're talking about. So to solve a problem, if they're willing to channel just a small portion of that spend, that could be coming your way. And that's good. So how can I do it the easy way then, without all the websites, without the funnels, without the webinar and all the rest of it? Well, I'm going to take you through some steps. I'm getting dive bombed now by flies. I'm going to take you through some steps, and then at the end, I'm very happy to answer some questions. And I'm going to tell you also how I can assist you on the way. I mean, at the end of this, you can take the steps and do it by yourself. But if you want to, I've put something together which is really quite special, which you might like the sound of. So let's have a look at how we do this the easy way. Well, first of all, you need to come up with that special quick win offer. Okay, so don't think about your ordinary offer, which is, your core, your signature system, your main program. Think about what can you come up with, which is a special quick win. So like I said, if you're a health coach, helping somebody to lose that first 7 pounds. If you're, I don't know, a book writing coach, what can you do to help people maybe just plan the outline? Okay, so photography, what could you do? What could you give? Or I'm trying to think of things which are not just the making money online and using the internet approach. But what can you do for somebody which will, number one, give them a quick win, or give them something, I don't know, like a gift, or a birthday present that you could give to somebody? Or if you're in MLM, for example, what about helping somebody recruit their first 5 team members, something of that nature? So come up with something which is a quick win, which is easy for you to help somebody get some results. Okay, and then what we need to do is think about, okay, how is this going to work where they can get pretty good, quick and easy results, or get something that's, not your main big offer, but something that will I don't know, just give them that nice cozy, yeah, great factor. Okay, something which is great value but low cost. So something which they're going to find a big value, but it's not going to cost them an awful lot of money. But at the same time, you need to think about something which is not going to swallow up all of your time. So for example, if you're going to do don't offer a 6-month program for a stupid price. Don't offer a lot of your time with loads of one-to-one time for a silly little price. But what can you do where you are going to give people a win, where you're going to get the results, where it's not going to swallow up an awful lot of your time, but something which is action oriented? Okay, for something to work, it needs to be actionable. For somebody to get the results, it needs to be something that they physically do. Okay, and that means then you're going to get some testimonials. It means also you can, sell that over and over again, which again I'm going to talk about in a little while. So first of all, it's the decision. What am I going to do? So first of all, before I go any further, I want you to just type in the box what ideas. So type in the chat, what ideas could you offer to somebody for a quick win? So let me see what some of your quick wins might be. I got lots of you there, but nobody's typing. Hey Mike, hey Cindy, Michelle, nice to join. Hello. Now that I've stopped for a moment, I can see you all. Okay, so type in the chat box for me. Okay, what you might, okay, simple, yeah, absolutely, Rachel, simple phobia cure. Okay, a booklet is too small. I want you to think bigger than a booklet. So a session, yeah, because I'm going to talk to you at the end about where the pricing goes on this. How to make the first video. Brilliant, Michelle. How to make, for example, a welcome video for your website. And then, of course, that's going to lead to something else. How to deal with an argument with your partner in a way that feels good. Absolutely. Yeah, a quick professional branding shoot. Absolutely, Melinda. There are so many things that you can do which are like an introduction to your services, that somebody's going to get something that they think, wow, that's brilliant. I love it. And the whole idea here is that it's got to be valuable enough that they're going to want it, cheap enough that they can afford to pay for it, but expensive enough that it actually gives you a meaningful quick win amount of money. And we'll talk about that in a moment. That the video one, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Fiona, definitely get in touch with Michelle, because she's definitely the video lady. Okay, so your services, Fiona, it might be helping somebody to decide what their services are, you know, because you have been doing a whole load of stuff on the internet now. So it's kind of like helping somebody to, you know, take that first step in their own internet business towards freedom. Or if they want to be traveling, if you're looking at the house sitting, help somebody, you know, mentor them through their first house sit. How's that for a service that you could offer? Anyway, we've got some ideas, so I've got you thinking, which is cool. So the next thing then is, oops. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to hold a Zoom meeting, not a webinar. You're just going to hold a Zoom meeting. And I've purposely kind of role modeling tonight what you could be doing to get a quick win for yourself, okay? So you then hold a Zoom meeting and you teach somebody, this is for free, okay? And you teach something valuable towards that quick win. So step one is decide on a really good no-brainer offer that's going to get a quick win and it's going to be the right price point. Then you hold a Zoom meeting and teach something valuable towards that quick win. Now, here's the thing with the Zoom meeting. What you need to do is show them why, okay? Why they should do this. Get them bought into, you know, what's it going to do for you. So, for example, paint the picture of what it could be like for them if they achieve this first step. Yeah? And generally, the first step is the hardest. And the first step is what helps people get on their way. So if you can show them what it's going to be like for them having made their first video, what it's going to be like for them losing that first £7, what it's going to be like for them, you know, surviving an argument and knowing that they can survive all future arguments, okay? And what you're going to do is you have to make this valuable. So you're going to, first of all, show them why, then you teach them what to do, and you teach them a little of the how so that they can go away and get a result just from watching your masterclass. You don't want to get a reputation for doing stuff where it's I see all the time masterclasses, videos, webinars, whatever you want to call it, where people say, hey, come and learn this. And it's just a pitch fest. And people don't teach anything valuable. They teach them the why, and they tell them, you know, mainly if you can do this, but then you have to buy my program in order to get your head around it, okay? No, you don't want to do that. You want to show them why. You want to teach them what to do, give them the steps, and a little bit of the how to do it, okay? So once you've done that, at the end of the Zoom meeting, you're going to offer a short and easy program, okay? And when I say short and easy, if it's too long, like 3 months, like 6 months, that becomes overwhelming for people. If it's just like a half-day thing, that might not be meaty enough. So something between 2 and 4 weeks is usually ideal, okay? And the way you're going to deliver this program, and this is what stops a lot of people from moving forwards, is they think, oh, I've got to do all my videos, I've got to have a program, I've got to, you know, set it all up on a membership site. No, you don't. Okay, you obviously, if you've got that, brilliant, you can. Okay, but you can offer your program on Zoom. You can use Google Hangouts because they're still around. You can do it over Skype because you can have you know, it depends on numbers, but you can have for free. I think with Hangouts and Skype you can have up to 10 people that you can do this for. Zoom, if you keep it to 40 minutes, you can have up to 50 people. All right, so just think about how can I deliver this. You could do pre-recorded videos and then have live meetings. You could do the whole thing in Facebook. You could just set up a private Facebook group and you can deliver the entire program. And I've done this before myself. I did it a couple of years ago just to prove that it could be done. And I delivered the entire program. I didn't even put it in a Facebook group, actually. I put it in a conversation. So a messenger conversation, and I uploaded the videos. I did it on Zoom, and then I uploaded the Zoom recordings into Facebook Messenger, and I was there to answer questions in Facebook Messenger in a group. Okay, so it's easy. So you don't have to have your webinar. You don't have to have a membership site. You don't have to have a sales page even. You can just send people a PayPal button. You know, you can create a PayPal invoice and send it to them, or you can just give them your PayPal me link, paypal.me, yeah, and you can say, okay, it's whatever price it is, and you just send it to them. Okay, now here's the thing about the offer. How much do you think would be a really good price that people would pay, where it's going to give you some meaningful cash? Okay, type in the comments for me, type in the chat what you think would be a really good offer that you would charge people that's going to be meaningful for you as well to receive, but that's going to be low enough, yeah, for people to think is a no-brainer. Yeah, pretty much. Well, okay, 47 to 97, yeah, 297. I'm going to say anywhere in between those ranges. Okay, 47, you're going to have to sell quite a few to give yourself a meaningful injection of cash. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, Joy, 147 is really good. 297 is also good. But there's some people who would still balk at 297. I'm going to say anything between 97 and 197 is perfect. But it depends on you, it depends your audience, depends on where it sits within your value ladder and what you're willing to do, because you've got to try and get the right balance between getting enough people on and also, you know, thinking where's the sweet spot for me to get people on, but still for it to be worth my while. Because if you got 5 people at 4, it all depends really, you know, 5, let's say $47, and you got, call it $50 for easy maths, and you got 5 people on, okay, that's still $250. Maybe not to be sneezed at in some cases, but if you got a 5 on at $200, you got 1,000. Yeah, so can you see where I'm talking about? You can make money quickly and easily anywhere really between $300 and 1,000 just from making 5 sales. And 5 sales should be quite doable. It really should, yeah, $9,997. That may not be the cheap and easy quick win. You might find it a little bit harder to sell at that price. But yeah, you know, it's like, but this is the beauty of it. People get to know you. People get to see what you're all about. And who knows, their first purchase with you might be a couple of $100, but the second purchase with you might well be a few $1,000s. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd only need one at 9997. Is it for four Zooms? It can be for what you like. It could be a session. If you're looking at a phobia cure, it could be one thing, yeah, that's going to be let's say, I don't know, I know that one of the things that Rachel does, for example, a bit like me, is helping people get over the fear of public speaking. So it might well be that get them comfortable enough to go to their first Toastmasters meeting, yeah, and then afterwards you can sell them a program that's going to help them get through their first speech, yeah. Then it might well be talking out in the real world. You know, there's a million different ways that you can break this down. Yeah, absolutely. Teaching therapists to cure phobias. So what you've got to do is think about, okay, so what would be the first win for the therapist? Because what you've obviously got to do is you've got to sell something to the therapist, if that's who your target audience is. Okay, so think about what would be a quick win that you can sell to them. Okay, so for them it would be taking a fairly common and easy phobia cure, teaching it to them so that they can then use it, and then say, okay, now how about more complex? I'll teach you how to do more complex things. You've got me. Okay, but this is, anyway, the point is, it needs to be a right price, and it needs to be an easy delivery. It's not going to take up a lot of your time, that you're going to get maybe around, I don't know, 5 or more people, which is, you know, I mean, crikey, if you can get 50 people, amazing. $47 is going to give you a really good cash injection. But what I'm saying is, usually to get the high numbers of people onto your program, now you're talking webinars, automated webinars, funnels, massive social media, ad spends, and all the rest of it. What I'm looking at here is helping you to get maybe 5 to 10 people, which is going to give you a pretty healthy cash injection without having to do a whole ton of work, without having to spend a whole ton of money on ads and all the rest of it. Okay, and that's it pretty much. Okay, so there's 3 steps. Decide what your core offer is going to be. Then you need to put together a little Zoom presentation, not necessarily a full-blown webinar, okay? And the Zoom presentation is going to be where you show them why this is a great idea, how they're going to get their quick and easy win, what the steps are, and then at the end of it, you make an offer. You make your offer, okay? So it's nice and simple, but what you do is you don't have to use mega technology. You just have to use all of the tools which are readily available, yeah, at your fingertips for free. Yes, if you've got webinar software, amazing. Yes, if you've got funnels and you know how to use them, amazing. But if not, put something together quick and easy, and you can just use Facebook, you can use Zoom, you can use social media just to get people onto a meeting. Obviously you record it, and then you can send the replay out. I had a bunch of people today respond to this and said that they were busy, because I only kind of announced it at lunchtime, following a conversation I had with somebody over the weekend, and they were struggling, and I thought, do you know what, it's a while since I did this. I should do this for a whole other bunch of other people who could use a quick win. How long for the Zoom presentation? Half an hour is probably enough. How long have we been going now? We've been going half an hour, okay, and we're done. I've given you the steps, so you can now go away and have a go. Okay, just put together a complete no-brainer offer. But by no-brainer, I don't mean where you discount your normal services ridiculously stupid. Okay, that's just going to get you burnt out. It's going to get you, it's going to devalue you and all the rest of it. So if this is your, you know, if your services are juicy and meaty, you know, you just take a small part of that. What would be the very first step? What would be, but we're not talking as small as an ebook. We're not talking Tripwire product. We're talking about something which is going to be worthwhile. Like, and for example, I'm going to actually now make my offer. I've got you on the meeting. Okay. It's time to stop faffing around and hiding behind, I've got to do my website, I've got to do my funnel, I've got to put my membership site together, I've got to write my course, okay? I'm actually going to put together a little summer school where I take you by the hand through each step, okay? And in that summer school, you're going to grow your following. You are going to put together a very easy presentation. I'm going to make it super simple because I'm going to give you PowerPoint slides and all you have to do is edit them. Okay, and then you make a nice little easy offer at the end where it's a no-brainer, so it doesn't feel pushy, it doesn't feel manipulative, so that you can feel comfortable with it, and you can get some easy sales from that. Because you're offering a quick win, you can get some good testimonials, okay? And then there's how to offer the next steps, okay? So how to then upsell, how to take what you do and redo it and put it on autopilot, you know. So when you do your little masterclass, you can record it. When you then say do your program, which could be, it could be 4 Zoom sessions, you know. Now obviously this isn't going to work for everybody, so if you're doing like a therapy session, you can't necessarily record that and sell it. But if you're doing something like I'm doing, where you're teaching something, so let's say, I don't know, you're teaching how to do the perfect portrait shot in photography, or how to do a branding shot, how to make the first video. Let's say you do a little program, you can record that, and then let's say you are charging, I don't know, $200 for it, you may then sell the, and you do it live, and you take people on that journey. You could sell it afterwards for $47 or $97, and you can sell it on, oh, I'm getting dive bomber flies. You could sell it afterwards on an automated webinar and just keep selling it over and over and over again. Make money, you know, you do the work once and you get paid over and over. Can I show just the first 2 slides? I'll be sending out a replay, Mike. You can watch them on then. But basically, it's all about how can you get a cash injection into your business, which could give you some summer spending money or pay for some ads so that you can sell your high ticket stuff. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. So summer school then. What I'm going to do with the summer school is you're going to get step-by-step training. I'm going to do a bunch of videos, training videos, and then I'm going to hold 4 Zoom sessions. You must have read my mind there, Rach. I'm going to offer 4 Zooms where we talk about the videos, we talk about your progress. You can ask any questions, and we talk about your ideas. So we brainstorm some ideas together. So the whole point of these live class sessions are not for me to teach, it's for us to bounce the ideas. But here's the thing, okay? This is not a summer school where you just learn stuff. This is a summer school where you do stuff, okay? By the end of it, you will have put together your program to earn your quick cash and get your quick win for your clients. Simple as that. I'll put together an accountability group. I'm going to probably do the same thing as I did before and put together a little Facebook Messenger conversation. Okay, and I'm going to give you free templates. I'm going to give you, to make it easy, I'm going to give you free PowerPoint templates. You can just edit them. I'm also going to give, for anybody who does want to grow their list, okay, because you don't have to master how to do an autoresponder. If you already know how to do that, brilliant. Get people to register. But you know what? You can catch people's email addresses. So if you do decide to, you know, push this out there, and people who are not currently in your circles, You know, you can actually capture their email addresses. You can make them register for the Zoom webinar, and then you can download those and put them into MailChimp or whatever. You know, there's a bunch of different ways you could do it. You could use a chatbot if you know how to do it. You can, but you don't have to do any of that. But if you do have an autoresponder, then obviously use it. I'm going to give you free funnels. You will need a ClickFunnels account if you want to use the funnels that I'm going to give you, but you don't have to have the $97 one. You can have a shared funnel account, which would cost you $19 a month. So I'm just going to make it as easy as I can for you. So that's what you're going to get. So what would that be worth to you? What would it be worth you paying to get a quick and easy win? What would it be worth to be held by the hand to actually put together your own quick win program to get anything between $300 and $1,000 from bringing clients in quickly and easily? And funnily enough, we've already kind of mentioned this figure. I'm actually going to charge $147 for the first 5 people. After that, I'm going to put it up to $197. So that's a little incentive for people to take action, because it's all about action. Knowledge is nothing without action. And it's going to start on Thursday. I'm actually going to send out some videos on Thursday, and then we'll have a live session to kickstart it all Thursday evening. I haven't decided on the time yet. And then I'm going to have sessions over the, there's going to be 4 sessions, and it all wraps up by the 31st of July. So it's kind of a 2.5-week summer school. But and the reason I've done it over that short space of time is to give you the incentive to get this done. Okay, so that's it basically. It's time to stop faffing and start generating some income.